In this video lecture, we will speak about inheritance in the context of Java. Object-oriented programming allows class inheritance. This is a very helpful property because you can declare a common class, for example, person, and then extend it in another class, for example, in policeman. So inheritance implies the existence of two classes. What is the purpose of inheritance? With its help, you can avoid duplication of code. So, when we define some properties in a parent class and then extend it, it means that in a child class we will be able to work with properties from the parent class. In a child class, we can access all data fields and methods which are declared in a parent class. Really convenient, isn't it? The term superclass is an alias of the term parent class, and subclass is the alias for child class. A class can be inherited with the help of the keyword extends. A subclass can only have one superclass. Your next question might be, how do we limit access to certain fields or methods of the parent class by the child class? Modifiers will work for this purpose. There are 4 possible access modifiers that can be applied to class members: default, public, private, protected. In order to explain how each modifier works, we need to consider a table. When a class member does not have any access modifiers, it means that it has a default access modifier, and in this case, the class member can be accessed in the class where the member is declared. Continuing on, here are the explanations for the rest of the modifiers. You can read more about the inheritance and access modifiers by the following links. Now it's time for practice. This time we will need 3 classes. The first one will be a parent class with name user. It's a simple class and it will contain 2 data fields. ID and login. Also, we will put a method here. For demonstration, we require something very simple like simple console output. That's it. The next step is the creation of the second class. Let's name it admin. Pay attention to the superclass field. It's predefined with the value Java lang object. In Java, all classes are subclasses of the object class. Hence, they inherit a set of methods such as toString, equals, getClass. A list of all object methods can be found in objects documentation. Let's click the Finish button. The first thing we will do in the new class is extend the user class. Then something in the field will need to be declared here. For example, categories that an admin can control. So it's time to proceed with a demo class creation. Let's create the admin object. Working with this object, we will see how inheritance works. You see a list of admin's properties, and among them you can notice which ones were declared in the user class. That's possible because admin extends from the user class. Now we can set the admin's login and invoke the greetings method. You see the result in the console output. Let's try to apply a private access modifier to the ID property of the user class. After this, you will not be able to work with the ID property in admin object. Eclipse gives us a hint: syntax error. Change the access modifier from private to protected and check the result. Now you can work with the ID property in the admin object. Everything works according to the table which was discussed in the first part of this video lecture. A subclass can also contain its own methods. For example, we can add a simple method to the admin class. It prints all categories. Pay attention that the string array is renamed to categories. Now let's try to run this method. Here it is. All admin's categories are in the console output.